What's going on? What's going on? We back in the building. It's your boy CJ Goodfella Sports TV. Last live stream for the year. Uh what's going on? I ain't even late. I don't know why Rebel said I'm late. I'm 9 minutes early. Say 8:30 start time. Rashid Times, what it do? Y'all know what the business is. We up in here grinding, man. Um, and let's talk, man. Let's definitely chop it up. Let's talk some boxing. Um, That's what we here to talk about, and that's what we gonna chop it up about. So ain't no confusions on nobody else end. And this is what we learned in boxing this year. I think social media is definitely a detriment to the sport of boxing at this point. Um, we really learned that the number one thing, what's going on, uh, Rebel. One thing I learned in boxing this year is that in this year in life with y'all know the guy that's running the country right now is that boxing is has a lot more racism in it than I ever thought before, and I knew it was a racial driven sport, but it got a lot of different racial aspects in it, and just being a black fight fan myself, Ricky E salute in the building, just being a black fight fan myself, I learned this year that before I even get to talking about like the Caucasian people that come at the black fighters, the Mexican fans that come at the black fighters, I really learned that it's a lot of black fight fans that talk negatively and don't support the black fighters. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest takeaways that I learned about 2018. We all different. We all come from different demographics, different parts of the world. That's one thing I learned. I'm very very upset, and a lot of the black fight fans, man. Um, I am. Not all of them. I'm not saying that you gotta ride with Wilder or you gotta ride with Errol Spence, but when you go out your way, excuse me, when you make time out your day to shit on these dudes, then we got a problem. When I see people shitting on Charlo or people shitting on Danny Jacobs or people shitting on this guy, that guy, you know what I'm saying? C4, what's going on? Exactly. When I see these dudes consistently shitting on these guys, and that's okay, we all shit on somebody, but I don't feel that same energy. I don't see all that towards other fighters, and they praise Canelo and praise Triple G, but then they turn around and be hypocrites and blame their own fighters, right? Their own race or their own race. I can't do it. I learned that a lot, and a lot of dudes on YouTube, man, is really when they can't make an honest I won't just say an honest living, but when they can't, get the subscribers they want, a lot of these dudes, man, I just at the end of the day, I need this to stop, man. Hold on, real quick. They got a party at the trap. I'm chilling, man. I told my girl not to come home from out of town today, man, because I thought I was about to go to the casino or some shit, but shit, it's raining. I ain't fuck with her. She should have just came to the crib. We was gonna have a little get together, but damn if you do, damn if you don't. If I did tell her to come home, shit, guess what? Nigga, I'd be wanting to go out and it wouldn't be raining. But but yeah, we just continue to think about more things to happen, man. It's like everybody don't keep that same energy. And you get to the YouTube, is where I left off at. I want to see dudes stop calling people out and putting their names in the title. Like, it's one guy, they got mad at Dante, like, oh, you biased Dante, you this, and he a black guy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to legitimately go after somebody to make a name for yourself for YouTube, especially not another brother. When you going after the brothers, but you ain't going after the other, what am I supposed to expect? Corey Palmer, what's going on? What am I supposed to expect? You know what I'm saying? Keep that same, and if you're gonna attack brothers, other brothers' channel, attack the other channels. You know what I'm saying? Chris Ray, salute. Renee, salute. So yeah. If you're gonna keep that same energy, I'm not saying that you can't, do this and that, but that clout chase shit gotta stop. At least from the brothers, everybody around, man. These dudes can't make an honest living with just talking about what's going on in the sport of boxing. This is going on in life. Ronald Finkley, salute. Happy New Year, bro. Deion Williams, salute. You know, people can't make an honest living or get an honest, subscriber base by doing that. I don't like that, bro. Oh yeah, I got you. You know, they can't make an honest subscriber. Can't get an honest viewership, man. If your shit ain't hot, don't try to go somewhere else and just go against the grain. A lot of these dudes on YouTube be acting. Oh, what's going on, Daryl? I see you on X. I'm about to hop on, bro. After I get off here, after I eat. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I suck at 2K though, bro. I bought UFC 3 last night. You get the Fight Night Champions. I ain't know you get it like a week and a half late though. But I'm gonna play some Fight Night Champions, some Black Ops tonight. I'm in some UFC 3. Big hat wearing dude. I don't know what you're talking about. But oh yeah, him. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't even watch him no more, bro. When I unsubscribe for somebody, bro, I mean I don't watch people. And people say, "Oh, this guy talking about you." I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Well, people using my audio, man, my content, I might do what Tom said. What up, Jason? I might do what Tom said and get with a lawyer and see what my rights are because I mean that's still in my content and that content is mine. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got me some turkey wings, bro. Turkey wings, macaroni, black eyed peas, dressing, peach cobbler. Yeah, I'm going out with a bang. If I was going to the casino tonight, I would have went to the seafood buffet. You know what I'm saying? Crawford Thurman, Crawford right now. Yeah, I'm relaxing, bro. I wasn't gonna go out. I'm relaxing, bro. I ain't got time to bring the new year in bad, bro. Chill my dog. My girl was gonna come home, but I told her not to because I was gonna go out. But shit, ain't shit popping. It's raining. You know, it's raining. So shit, stay out of trouble, bro. That's how I look at it, dog. But yeah, Lawrence Williams, salute. But yeah, man, that's the one thing I learned this year, just on this internet shit, man. Everybody just need to stay in their lane for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I had my fair share of beats, but I ain't take it like that, bro. You know, I ain't never started shit that wasn't started at me first. But at the end of the day, I didn't sit there and do a week worth of videos talking about this guy, that guy, that guy. You know what I'm saying? I had a valid point. But I ain't do a week worth of videos. You know, I ain't put niggas' names up in the fucking subject line. I ain't do that. You know, I ain't do all that shit, man. No point. I ain't hashtag, you know, this, that, and that. Like, that shit got to stop. But I also learned that boxing is just divided overall. You know what I'm saying? It's divided, man. And it's like Donald Trump just had that major effect on the whole everything. You know, from the what's that the nationalist rally. You know what I'm saying? He had effect on everything, man, from the churches to you know, now he shut down the government, and even in boxing, bro. And you don't even see a lot of boxing people saying the Mexicans like, yeah, build that wall and being racist towards them. It's like the Mexican fans, when you say something negative about their fighters, you know, it's like they get mad at us. Like, dude, it ain't like I'm going out the way to lie. Canelo cheated. I think so. This guy beat Jaime Maguire. Like, when you don't say something that they don't like, they get mad. Legendary boxer salute. He said PBC runs boxing. That's what the fuck we learn. All a black Harvard educated dude runs boxing. That's why the racist Jews and Mexican trannies are bitter. Yeah, a lot of people are bitter. You know what I'm saying? You know, he dominated the game without talking. But like I said before, you know, we don't even be negative towards other races, bro. Like when we talk about subject matter as far as boxing, like when we say something bad, like Canelo Juice, they get mad, but it ain't like we lying. We think Jamal Charlo beat Canelo. That's our personal opinion. But we say something that's honest and go against and just our opinion and root for our black fighters, we negative. And when they bias and root for their Mexican fighters, no matter what, they probably, like I say, man, I don't that Mexican fan base, bro, that shit don't scare me. I'm gonna say what I want to say. They can thumbs down my video a billion times and they ain't gonna have no effect on me. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cool Mexican fans out there too, but they talk about that That class of Mexican fans, that group. And the same thing I just talked about, that group of black fighters, black fight fans, you know. You talk about that group of black fight fans who want to be buffooning and raccooning just to get subs on their channel, bro. Like, come up with your own subject matter. Dudes being an old ass 1995 Grand Am, lips white as Dave Chappelle on the Chappelle show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, man, that's what made me upset. I'm not upset at the Mexican fans because they always been like that. I'm upset more of the brothers that's going against the grain and that's out here bug dancing against the black fighters, man. That's the most upsetting thing that I learned. That's so upsetting, bro, to see so many brothers just hate on each other, bro. I seen one brother that just hate the Charlos. He hate Deontay Wilder, but he turned around, praised Canelo, who cheated. He turned around, plays Willie Monroe, he cheated, and still be talking about Willie Monroe. Talk about John Jones, he cheated because they from the same home area. You know what I'm saying? But he'll turn around and shit on Charlo and shit on Errol Spence because he don't like it. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. How can you be pro Canelo as a black person, but be Khan, Deontay Wilder, Errol Spence, Charlo, and guys like that, and you taking up for a cheater? I don't know. You know? That's just what it is. But you know, also what we learned in boxing this year as well is that, you know, PBC run. PBC, people had the most to say about PBC, but they top dog, you know. You have no proof Mikey is cheating. Oh, you talking to somebody? I ain't even talking about Mikey. I'll leave that. I did videos on Mikey. I'll leave that in the past. Like I said, if Errol Spence don't think Mikey cheating, I don't care. Okay? That's another thing I learned in boxing. Okay? Salute General Pendit. Well, you know, but one thing we learned is PBC is still top dog. Okay? Like it or not, people were shitting on the PBC Fox schedule. You tell me, all right, I'm going to tell you the zone schedule, and I just know it off top hand. They got Tevin Farmer. I'm going to start off. Demetrius Andrade fighting Arthur Akova. Somebody Billy Joe Saunders beat 2-3 years ago, okay? You got Jarrell Miller taking on Trevor Bryan, okay? And then Jorge Linares is going to be on that card January 18th, a day before Adrian Broner and Manny Pacquiao fighting in Vegas. They're going to be fighting in the theater room at MSG. Then you got Tevin Farmer the day before Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. He's fighting John somebody. I don't know this guy. Some guy you talked to on Twitter in the Philadelphia home debut. Everybody going to be in Dallas, Texas. I'm planning on getting my ticket to next month if I'm going to choose to go because I'm going to be going to Georgia the week before that. Then I'm going to turn around, have to hop on the plane, and go down to Texas. So I'm thinking about going down to Texas and excuse my back. And checking that out. So I might go down, stay in Texas from Thursday to Sunday or Wednesday to Sunday or Thursday to Monday. I'm thinking about flying back. So you just know the Charlo card beat all the UFC on Fox card. That's a huge deal. Yeah, I was paying Fox deal. Fox was paying UFC $200 million a year. They only paying PBC $60 million and did better. Yep, and that means that bag gonna go up. That bag can go up to $200 million. They might expand it during the contract, but yeah, people, and that's just the zone schedule right now. And then if you look at the ESPN schedule, it's Oscar Rivas versus Brian Jennings. That's a solid fight. Oscar Valdez coming back in the comeback fight. Jose Ramirez fighting a motherfucker I ain't never heard of. And Terrence Crawford possibly fighting Amir Khan in March. Okay? But remember, we just got the Fox schedule out, you know, in one Showtime fight. Or two Showbox fight. You got Jaron Ennis coming back versus a former world champion or a contender. Yeah, it's the day before Farmer and whatever that dude name is. It's the day before Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. But Fox Showtime, you got Caleb Plant versus Uzatagi. I think you got John Molina versus Omar Figueroa. That's a good fight. You got obviously got Adrian Broner and Mikey Garcia. That's gonna be on Showtime. You got Mikey Errol Spence. That's gonna be on Fox pay-per-view. What else you got? Caleb Truex, Peter Quillen. You got the return of Rick and Dial on the Caleb Plant fight. Also, you got Gervonta Tank Davis having on Abner Mares. You got Marcus Brown on the Adrian Broner undercard taking on Badu Jack. You also got Ishe Smith and Erickson Lubin on the undercard of Gervonta Tank Davis card. Also, you got Jaron Ennis that's going to be returning on ESPN. So, at the end of the day, that's just the Fox card with 2 Showtime fights. You got plenty more Showtime fights that's going to be announced in January. Fox by itself damn near beats whatever DAZN and ESPN is putting out in the beginning of next year. But at the same time, they're not gonna get no credit. Everybody was talking bad about Charlo ain't fighting that guy or Charlo ain't fighting this guy. But guess what? What's going on, Shotboy Zan? But guess what? Everybody tuned in to watch the Charlo card. So we understand that. Pretty much. If you want to keep it in context, you want to keep it real. Al Heyman beat HBO. Al Heyman beat HBO. Like I said, this ain't HBO in the 90s and the early 2000s. PBC ain't really giving you the fights like that. They not without their flaws. They got a lot of flaws, but right now, you can complain about everybody, but they give you the best fights. And a lot of people tend to say, "Oh, you know what? I like the boxing clinic." What am I talking drunk? I like the motherfucking ESPN because they got a lot of Hispanic fighters that fight on there. They like Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Gotta leave the boxing clinic here. Narco Champa on TV, salute. So at the end of the day, every network has its flaws, but obviously you could say PBC got more flaws than anybody else, which is flaws. But when you got the most, of course you're gonna have a lot of flaws. Of course you're not getting the fights that you want over there. But at ESPN, they don't have no fights that you want to see. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no shit I want to see other than really nothing. You know what I'm saying? I like Brian Jennings, but I ain't down to see no shit over there with their fighters. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about these Hispanic small fighters that's holding these belts captive and they trying to unify. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about no fucking Jose Ramirez. He ducked the fuck out of Regis Progress and was about to jug Josh Taylor. Sorry, my back. Shit, hit another. Get some more of this. Light. Luis, what's going on? Andre, what's going on? He said PBC ain't giving us good fights at all. Then what the hell is DAZN giving you? What ESPN giving you? You know what I'm saying? So I guess Caleb Plant versus Uzataki in a good fight. I guess Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 2 won't be a good fight. PBC is the worst brand out there. You out your fucking mind. You must be drunk. You must be drunk, bro. So ESPN is the best brand, bro. Okay, here we got a debate here. All right, so I'm assuming you say ESPN is the best brand. What's the best fight ESPN got in the first quarter, bro? What's the best fight? Terrence Crawford versus Amir Khan. We know how that's gonna end, bro. We know how it's gonna end. I'll take Ugis over Sean Porter over that fight. Real talk. I'll take Ugis over Sean Porter over that fight. I'm gonna pay $60 for these dudes need to get a life. We're gonna pay $60 for let me block this nigga. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm gonna pay $60 for fucking for Amir Khan and fucking Luis Collazo. And I love going to New York, but I'm not going over to fucking see that bullshit. I'm not going to see that bullshit. You out your rabbit ass mind. Wilder chasing them down Fury, but they didn't want Wilder to fight Ortiz. All I'm saying is this, bro. What does this great fight ESPN give you next year? What's the biggest fight ESPN giving you? What's the biggest fight? They're not. Terrence Crawford versus Amir Khan. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm not going to that fight. And I love going to New York. But I'm going to fucking Dallas. If I'm going anywhere next year, in the first quarter, it's gonna be me going to Dallas to see Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. That's it. It's not no point. It's not being a fan of any network. You just said PBC got the worst fights, but you tell me what's a better fight than what better fights do ESPN and DAZN got? Please tell me. Because you made a statement that you don't believe in. You made an ignorant statement because you don't believe that statement. Still, that don't make it the worst. Don't make it the worst. Jose Ramirez, you tell me what fight you're looking forward to on ESPN. The only fight I'm looking forward to is Brian Jennings and Oscar Rivas. That's it. I'm not looking forward to watching Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan. Now I watch it, but I don't give a hell about that fight. If you see Amir Khan last performance, I don't give a hell about Big Baby Miller and Demetrius Andrade fighting at the theater room. Nobody care about that. Nobody care about Jose Ramirez. He ducked everybody too. Everybody doing the same thing in boxing, bro. Tevin Farmer ducking Gervonta Tank Davis. He had a track record. He could have fought Tank on the Conor McGregor and Mayweather undercard. He pulled out. The interview on this is 50. Okay? Jose Ramirez ducked motherfucking Regis Progress and Josh Taylor. And he ain't even trying to shoot the fade. What's up, Coach Big C? He ain't even trying to shoot the fade with Victor Postdown. You know what I'm saying? These dudes need to get a life, bro. Real talk, man. YouTube got to do something about these niggas creating 1,000 accounts. Like, dude, like, go get you a life, man. It's New Year's Eve and this nigga got trolling. You could tell niggas stay in their mom's basement. You know? But like I say, man, you don't believe that, man. Like I said before, PBC got a lot of flaws, but if another network was to put pressure on them and make fights we want to see, I mean, what fight can ESPN make that you want to see by themselves? Elder Alvarez and Kovalev, that's a good rematch, but I think we pretty much know how it's going to end. We know how Elder Alvarez and Kovalev going to win. You hear anybody talking about going to any of the ESPN fights? No. Niggas ain't taking their tax money and going to the ESPN fight. Or I'm going down to the Ford Star Center to see Alvarez and Kovalev. Or I'm going out to see Brian Jennings and Oscar Rivas on ESPN Plus. Ain't nobody checking that shit out, bro. The 2 fights niggas going, the 3 fights people going to that I heard is Broner and Pacquiao, Tank and Abner Mares, and Mikey and Earl. Everybody gonna be in Dallas, Texas for Mikey and Earl. I'm telling you that, bro. I done talked to a lot of dudes from behind the scenes. You know, that's the fight I'm talking about going to. I know I don't know what the undercard gonna look like, but I'm looking forward to it. Just my personal opinion. I'm not looking forward to no other fight this year other than more than Caleb Plant and Uzatagi, to be honest. You know, in the first quarter. That's just my honest opinion. You can say PBC not give you the fights you want to see, but shit, don't nobody else got fights I want to see. I'm not dying to see Danny Jacobs get robbed by Canelo Alvarez. I'm not dying to see that. I'm not dying to see Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G3. I'm not dying to see that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dying to see none of that shit, bro. I like to see, I do like Ito is going to be fighting Jamil Herring. I like that fight. You know, I'll be clear. I like that fight, but I don't know too many brothers that's dying to go see Jamil Herring versus Ito. No matter where it's at, ain't nobody dying to go see that shit. These dudes need a real life, bro. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes ain't dying to see that. Wilder lost if he didn't score that last round knockdown. Next time around, Wilder dominate. I'm starting to come into that. Ito stops Herring. I didn't see his last fight, but I heard it was super impressive. What was yesterday? I'm gonna go back and watch that. Lara Hurd, Danny Porter, Wilder Ortiz, Wilder Fury, Mikey Easter, Leo Mares, Tool, Plant, Uzatagi, Manny Broner. No promoter on this fucking planet can top that, or willing to top that. That's true. The second and third right fights on PBC better than anything everybody can give you. Only way PBC can be beat, and I don't even think it can be beat if the Zone and ESPN start working together. It can't. You know? Who Lomachenko gonna fight from the Zone? We seen him fight Linares, so it's just, I'm not saying that PBC is untouchable, unbreakable. What I'm saying is that PBC is just, it's just the most dominant network. It's not HBO in its prime. We know HBO in its prime was doing $5 to $10 million. You know? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You can say Pacquiao and Broner is trash, but guess what? It's gonna do numbers. It's gonna do numbers. We know Adrian Broner draw. It's gonna do numbers. You know, it's just the honest fact about it. Damn, James Harden going crazy. Shit, Paul George went dumb. God damn, Paul George went crazy in the first quarter. Hold on, y'all. Checking my fan duel real quick. Wow, Anthony Davis out, bruh. Are you serious, dog? I'm so sick of Anthony Davis, bruh. I'm tired of Anthony Davis, dog. I'm tired of that dude, bruh. And 50% had him, and I ain't have him in every lineup. That lineup was trash anyway, so I'll take that. But damn, 50% of people had Anthony Davis tonight, and then he had no play. You know, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Hold on, give me 1 minute. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, I don't want to stick on that too long. Also, we learned this year. What else did we learn this year? Excuse me. What else did we learn this year? In boxing. We learned that Akuma deception was going on. We learned that black people can work together for the most part. Shout out to the LDBC. You know, we learned that black people can work together, build a community, and have a functional community where they can talk boxing at. You know, salute to them. Salute to them. You know, we did learn that black people can have their own stuff, and people is jealous of that network. You know, people come and troll those channels as well too. We learned they got a lot of hatred out there. You know what I'm saying? And that hatred is just nothing but jealousy and wishing that they could be a part of it. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, that's just exactly what it is. Luis, what's going on? Happy New Year, CJ. Next year is going to be a good year for boxing. Spence, Mikey, give me your prediction. I ain't break down a fight yet, but I give Mikey Garcia a 30% chance to win. I think I originally gave him a 30% chance to win. You know, it's going to be all about how Earl approach it at a fight, what Mikey know about Earl. So I got to really look at the film and seeing what it's going to go to. Oh, I'm going to Mikey. I'll probably go to Mikey Earl. If I don't go to Mikey Earl, then I don't know. I'd see what line up for April, May. But I want to go to Thurman and Josito Lopez. I might go to Thurman and Josito Lopez. I might go out there for a day and go to that fight. That's a high possibility that I might just go out to Brooklyn on the 26th. But that's my mom's birthday too, so I don't know if I'll be able to go out there on that day. But I learned that YouTube boxing channels has made Eddie Hearn the top 5 biggest star. Yeah, I had to catch myself and stop talking about that motherfucker too. But shit, you know, at the end of the day, he's speaking into existence, and he not succeeding. He ain't succeeding. At least black people working together to stop him. Shit. I ain't gonna trash no fights. What I got to trash, I already know. The only fight I really want to see is Mikey Earl, Uzatagi, and Caleb Plant. I like to see Caleb Truex versus Peter Quillen. I'm definitely interested. I'm a big Tank fan, so whenever Gervonta Tank Davis fight, I'm gonna watch that fight. But other than that, I ain't dying to see Manny Pacquiao. Tom trying to get me to come out to Pacquiao and Broner in Vegas, but I can't make it. You know what I'm saying? I can't make that, man. It's at a bad time for me, you know. So let's hope Pacquiao take the Thurman fight after Broner. No, it's gonna be Errol. It's gonna be Errol. Errol gonna get that fight if anybody get it. It's gonna be Errol or Floyd Mayweather. Distant Danny Garcia. I think Danny Garcia is in the mix as well too. Oh yeah, I like Ronaldo in Washington. I do like that fight. I can't remember the whole schedule off top end, but I know Caleb Plant and Uzatagi is my number one. Oh yeah, I want to see Omar Figueroa and John Molina. I think that's gonna be a hell of a fight too. I expect Broner to get stopped, to be honest. Pacquiao won't get drag tested and over there in the Philippines neither. Yeah, I expect him to get stopped. You know, but you know, what if Broner pulled it out? Then shit, I was wrong. I was wrong, but also, also what I learned also is that boxing is more of a business than I thought. But to talk about some actual shit that we learned this year, we learned that Charlo and Derrick James ain't a great fit. You know, that's one of my biggest takeaways is that that somebody got mad because somebody came. I think it was Dr. Blick came over here and said that Derrick James was slightly overrated, and I agree. You know, and like I said before, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford overrated. I think the whole sport of boxing, to an extent, is overrated. But overrated ain't. I mean, people take it wrong, like you fake. But I just think everybody overrate a lot of these boxers. But I think Jermell Charlo and Derrick James is not a good fit. You know, I don't think they're a good fit together, man. Because I can remember Jermell Charlo in his early fights fighting Charlie Mulaki, Gabriel Rosado, and it's night and day. It's night and day. It's night and day. Yeah, Heyman will cash Pacquiao out. Heyman will overpay Pacquiao, and also you gotta remember this. For people that people don't believe that Manny Pacquiao fight Errol Spence, you got to remember this. Al Heyman made it where Manny Pacquiao could fight in the United States, so he owed Al Heyman a favor. Jazzy T, what's going on? They owe Al Heyman. He owe Al Heyman a favor, and Al Heyman's favor may not necessarily be cash. He may want him going and fight Manny Pacquiao. I mean, Manny Pacquiao fight Errol Spence, so you know how it is, man. But like I said before, some positives. JD Film, salute, bro. Happy New Year's, my G. Holla at me when you're in Atlanta. Yeah, I'll be there the first week of March. Yeah, I'll be in Columbus, though, but I'll be going back and forth, man. My brother, he moved. He moved back to Florida and shit. But I got some homies still in Atlanta. I'm going to get me a rental. Yeah, I'm going to get me a rental, so for sure. I'm definitely going to get me a rental when I go down there, man. Give me some lemon pepper rings. Go back to the titty bar like old times. Hit a couple of my dudes that's in Montgomery to come on up, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna hit you up. But yeah, man. Some positive things that I learned this year was that Deontay Wilder has arrived as a true champion. He took on all comers this year. Like he said, he fought two killers back to back, Fury and Ortiz and Fury. Also learned that I think the largest takeaway I learned this year, in my opinion, was that the young killers of the sport, you know, it's a lot of young killers out there. A lot of young killers out there. Yep. It's a lot of young killers out there. You know, from Ryan Garcia to Mick Conlon being the lowest for me. Lil B-Hop had a good year. He got to be a little bit more active. Shakur Stevenson is progressed. He getting his grown man strength. Strong, getting stronger, punching harder. Jaron Ennis, I think he arrived. I think don't be surprised you see Jaron Ennis get a strap next year, the year after next in 2020. I think Jaron Ennis is going to beat up either whoever don't fight Errol Spence. I think, and I made a prediction earlier, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Oh, Joey Spencer a ways away though. He's a ways away. I think Joey Spencer is 2 years away from being where Jaron Ennis is now. They got to move him along slowly. So I don't really mention Joey Spencer, even though he's from Michigan, because I think he's 2 years away from being what Jaron Ennis is now. I think they're not going to really speed him up like that. It's no rush for Joey Spencer. But I like Joey Spencer. But when you talk about Ennis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Lil B-Hop, you talk about F.A. Njabe. I haven't really watched him, but I watched a little bit of Daniel Du Bois. Another guy like Stephen Butler from Canada, even though he lost to Brandon Cook early in his career, it wasn't a bad loss. He just got a standing 8 count or 10 count. A lot of these dudes, man, that's coming up. I like a lot of these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think if these dudes keep this same cocky mentality as they want to fight and be the best, I think they're going to run some of these dudes out these divisions. You know what I'm saying? I look for Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, Vidro Ortiz. I like him a lot too. I look for some of these guys to beat the shit out of Lomachenko, bro. I look for some of these guys to beat up Tevin Farmer. You know, I look for some of these guys to beat up Jorge Linares. I look for some of these guys to knock off AJ. You know, I look for some of these guys to really do their thing. And then you got the dark horses, man. You know, the guys that people don't see coming. You got Callum Smith. Somebody was called, hey, best fight the best. I was watching World Breaker joint. Like I said, I don't always comment, bro, or hit the like button. I hit the like button all the time. I never hit the dislike button on somebody's video. I never. If I don't like what you're saying, I just won't watch it. So I'm not one of them people that hit the dislike button, but I just hit the like button. But I think your dark horses is Callum Smith, and if they don't put a rehydration clause on Callum Smith, I think that's a really interesting fight versus Canelo Alvarez. You know, I think he beats Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, I mentioned Teofimo Lopez as a prospect. As a dark horse, I like Callum Smith. I think people forgot about David Benavidez, even though I have I like Benavidez, but I have my suspicions about him and his being with Alex Ariza. Yeah, I agree. If Caleb Plant sits on his punches, he'll be another guy that arrive. Who else you got out there? Jared Hurd, I think, is a guy that could go to a pay-per-view star pretty soon. I'm gonna explain that. I think Lara can reinvent himself versus Castanos. Inuya, I think is gonna brush through next year. Maurice Hooker, I like his chances on against Regis Progress. I really like his chances versus over Jose Ramirez. But Regis Progress, I like that fight now. I think Maurice Hooker got a lot of confidence, and I wasn't mad that he signed to the zone. I can't say I can't support a guy because he signed to the zone, but you got to respect Maurice Hooker last year. He was my fighter of the year, and obviously I wanted to give it to Usyk, but how they did, like I think it was Will Boog, and I think Lawrence Williams, he'd be on Twitter too, and we noticed that like Terrence Crawford won undisputed last year, but they gave it to Lomachenko. They gave it to Lomachenko. So at the end of the day, I kept the bias. I was biased on my awards. I'll admit that this year. I was biased with the fighter of the year. And I gave it to Maurice Hooker. He was my second guy in command. But he went to England and he went to Oklahoma City. And he took a strap in England and he beat Alex Cesados when they thought he was sweet. So Cesados was a guy that he sparred in the ring, but I like him. But pretty much in 2018, I learned that boxing is in good hands for the prospects, but I have learned that all the boxers are businessmen at the end of the day. No matter how big and bad they huff and puff, no matter how big and bad they seem, how hard they punch, at the end of the day, every boxer out there is a businessman. Sean Torres, salute. He says, CJ, Happy New Year's to the best YouTube channel out. You talk more than boxing, and that's what makes you the best champ. Appreciate it. Derevchenko and Jack Colclough fight for the IBF. I expect that'll be a tough fight, but I expect Derevchenko to pull it out. But yeah, I learned in boxing that we did everybody bonded together. You know what I'm saying? And we put pressure on these fighters this year, even though the pressure of the fighter, even the pressure you put on the fighter, it didn't have no effect. I don't want to say it had no effect, but it didn't make these fighters. It didn't make these. I'm watching this Kevin Hart movie, bro. I had never seen this one with him and The Rock. What is this shit called, bro? I'll take this. I'm gonna go back and listen to the sound. Central Intelligence. This shit funny. This Kevin Hart just look funny, bro. But the thing about it is that I don't even know I'm drinking, but shit, I'm trying to keep it together. But what the fuck I was about to say? Oh yeah, the pressure that we put on these fighters. It didn't really make the fight that we wanted to see, even in the beginning of next year, all this year. But it kind of made a war between fighters and fans and media. I mean, from everybody, from Trill Boxing Talk to, I wouldn't say Fred put no pressure on fighters. I ain't gonna give him that. Fred is gonna be a dude that played the middle of the field, but that's his thing because he get interviews. But from Blue Blood getting interviews, from K Diddy getting mad, to everybody making videos about K Diddy, to Dante having K Diddy on and Ticket going at K Diddy, it was a lot of tension between the media, the fans, and the fighters. And the fighters felt that tension, bro. The fighters really, oh yeah, I got you. The fighters really felt that shit, bro. Real talk. Hold on. Yeah, the fighters really felt that tension, dog. So I don't think it necessarily was a good thing because at some point I thought it was going to get physical, and I think it could get physical, man. I think I'm really worried for any fans that really is going to run up on these fighters, man. Because Kenny Porter said he told Blue Blood. He said I hope you ain't. He said I hope you ain't one of them dudes from that video. I was gonna tell him lock the door on you. I'm like, come on, bro. That ain't no need to get physical. It's just like the fans is tired of paying their money and not getting what they paid for. You feel me? You know, that's what we tired of. We tired of paying our money and not getting what we paid for. That's just what it is. And they can get mad all they want to. But shit, we the paying customer. And what they say in retail, I ain't working retail that long, but I worked at Finish Line in between my freshman and sophomore year in college, and they always say the customer was right. You know? So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they can say what they want to say, but they gotta respect the media, and they gotta respect these fans, bro. You know, they gotta respect us. You know? They gotta put some respect on our name, y'all. Real shit. I'm dead ass serious, dog. These niggas gonna respect us. They gotta respect that, bro. And these dudes, they ain't gonna respect us. Fuck them. Well, we the one that's paying for this shit. You know, we paying for all these dudes, man, to come here, you know, and be able to fight. And we paying Showtime, and we paying all this other shit that we paying on, man. You know, so it is what it is, man. But that's pretty much what I learned, man, this year in boxing for the most part. I'm invited some few people. I don't think Golden Glove's gonna come on. But in 2019, tell me what y'all want in 2019. My biggest wish list is for Terrence Crawford to fight Errol Spence, man. That's my biggest wish list in 2019. That's my top of my wish list, man. I wish dudes fight. I wish these dudes fight each other. That's my number one thing. You know, Jared Hurd and Jamil Charlo. I was for sure that was gonna happen. I thought Tony would be a tough fight for Jamil, but it turned out to be a tougher fight than expected. Jamil Charlo, and like I said again, and Derrick James, they don't fucking mix. They don't mix. And I've been telling y'all that. I remember when Jamil Charlo was at his best with Ronnie Shields, he just needed to get a little bit more aggression in this game. I don't think Manny and Thurman gonna happen. Nope. Thurman, and I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be Manny Pacquiao. It's gonna be Manny Pacquiao. Keith Thurman, Errol Spence that happen next year. It's gonna be Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence, or Manny Pacquiao and Danny Garcia. Or if Mikey somehow beat Errol Spence, it'd be Manny Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia. To be honest, NBA film salute. To be honest, it could have been Mikey Garcia and Manny Pacquiao January 18th. Man, fuck, I don't think AJ taking that fight next year, bro. I think you might see AJ. Damn, they got a Rice Krispie commercial, dog. I may want to go to the store and get me a Rice Krispie treat. I showed my daughter how to heat them joints up, bro. Like you made the ones at the homemade. That shit good as hell. Wood Star Timor. I wish everybody with O's on their O's on their record get a loss. I ain't gonna go that far. I wish for everybody. I wish for everybody that got a title that can unify and make a big fight. That don't want to unify, I hope they lose. Hey, Wood Star TV, you want to come on? Let me know. Send me your email. I'll give you a link. I'll give you a link. Anybody else that got a channel that I know, y'all can come on. I don't know what's taking Dr. Blick ass so long, bro. He probably got to start his PC up or some shit. I'm gonna give me a new PC next year, man. I got two in my closet I broke. I broke one while I was drunk, and the other one I don't know. That was older though. Now they was this shit from 2-3 years ago. Russell for Rigondeaux is where it's I don't want to see Russell fight Rigondeaux. Happy New Year, Ronald Finkley. Appreciate it, family. It's best for Pac to take the Thurman fight next. Thurman, I don't think he's gonna take that fight next. They already promising Errol Spence that fight if Floyd don't come back. I'm telling y'all what I know. They're not gonna get Thurman. If Thurman get that fight, Thurman ain't coming back, bro. He ain't coming back. Yonte say Gary Russell stop Rigondeaux chases him. They're not gonna do that to Rigondeaux. They're not gonna make Gary Russell and Rigondeaux fight. I think Gary Russell will get Santa Cruz. What's going on?
What's good, man? Yeah, but I gotta ask you, who would you have in Gary Russell versus Rigondeaux?
Gary Russell. I don't know. I got Rigondeaux. Look,
because Rigondeaux got beat, yeah, but he didn't really receive any damage other than his so-called arm and him being inactive. That's what I saw.
The age of inactivity. Old.
Yeah.
Oh, the T Rusher get plugged with Tony. Yeah, my one of my guys, he cool with him. I asked him if he want to give me an interview. You know what I'm saying? I can link up with him in the city. I live down the street from another boxer over here. He be in the hood and shit. But will Loma fight Easter?
Be a great fight.
I don't want to see it, bro. I'd rather see Leo Santa Cruz fight one of them.
Yeah.
To be honest. Rigondeaux coming back in the 8th rounder on Uzatagi and a Plant card.
Nah, but what I was gonna say, I don't think Lomachenko will fight what's his name? Robert Easter.
I heard Robert Easter might be moving up.
You reckon he can get a belt at 140?
Yeah, I think he could because I think Regis Progress and Josh Taylor are gonna move up soon. You know, I don't know why they don't put Jose
147 division stack then.
Oh yeah, you got Jerry Ennis coming.
They're gonna be upsets, man. None of these guys.
Telling you,
their belts.
I'm telling you, man. Josh Kelly coming, Jerry Ennis coming. Then next year you have Regis moving, or in 2020 you have Regis moving up, or late next year you have Taylor moving up. You have a lot of dudes moving up. You know, possibly Vigil Ortiz in the next 2 years might move up. You might have Devin Haney that's gonna shoot up in the next 2 or 3 years. I'm telling you, Sean Porter, if he don't fight Keith Thurman or don't unify, Sean Porter gonna get beat up by Jared Ennis. Watch what I tell you. Jared Ennis gonna beat Sean Porter.
Keep in mind, like at least me being in the UK, Josh Taylor turning 28 tomorrow.
Well, yeah, he got a 2-year window. I mean, you know, they say a prize fighter's physical peak is 30-31, 30-31, 32. So he got time. But it depends and especially Regis Progress should be 30 next year, I think. I'm starting to think that I think Maurice Hooker might beat Regis Progress, bro. I think he got a better chance than I thought.
The one guy that give Maurice Hooker, yeah. He takes a lot of risks. He went into everyone's backyard, no question. Even though they're ready to rob his ass.
Yeah, man. I think he one of my favorite fighters just for taking risks in the era where dudes ain't taking risks no more.
Nah, he has to, man. He's got like 9 kids.
Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. He ain't got shit to lose, dog. So, what fights you want to see next year happen?
Wilder Fury 2. I know this fight ain't gonna happen, but I saw somewhere that apparently Anthony Joshua is quote unquote calling out Luis Ortiz. So if that's actually true, I want to see Joshua Ortiz.
He might catch Ortiz on the right night, but I doubt it. I might go to that fight. If JJ fight Ortiz in the UK, bro, I'll go to that joint, bro. I definitely try to make provisions to go over there and see that. You know,
I'm backing Ortiz to win.
Yeah, man. If AJ beat him, bro, the Wilder fight ain't gonna never happen, bro. Real talk. He gonna live off that win for the rest of his career, bro.
Especially if he looks better than Wilder in the fight.
If he knock him out like in the first 3 or 4 rounds.
Nah, that don't count because I don't care. Like anytime Wilder fights a guy, he takes something out of them. He takes every opponent that he's fought. They've never been the same after that fight, man.
That's why Ben Davison don't want Tyson Fury fighting him.
I know, but Tyson Fury better step in that ring, man. I ain't down for no moral support, no moral victory.
I want to see. What fight I want to see next year? I want to see the winner of the World Box Super Series fight Jose Ramirez bitch ass.
That'll be interesting. I don't. I
Hell
wouldn't.
yeah. Jose Ramirez making some adjustments though, but I still don't think he good enough. He came up 8 pounds from the amateur, so he actually smaller than a lot of these dudes.
Like, there's a lot of fights I want to see, but there's not a lot. There's not. But I don't think it.
Past the
Other than
reality.
Wilder Fury, I don't think they're gonna get made.
I hope Gary Russell Santa Cruz get made.
Out of the ones, I feel like that's the most likely. That's more likely than AJ Joshua. That's more likely than White Big Baby Miller. I would like to see that fight, White Big Baby Miller.
I like to see White versus the Noznowski and Gerald Washington winner too, if that can happen. If I can't get Miller.
Or White versus Ortiz.
Ortiz that ain't gonna happen.
So people can shut up about that.
Vivek called out Dillian White.
Oh man.
And then other fights I want to see happen is shit. If Caleb Plant beat Uzataki, or the winner of Uzataki, Caleb Plant, if David Benavidez can get his title back, I want to see that fight. I want to see Callum Smith, David Benavidez.
Yeah, that would be a good fight.
I want to see Alder Alvarez beat Kovalev fight Gosvick. Bivol. I want to see Bivol mix it up with the Badou Jack Marcus Brown winner.
It's gonna be very interesting to see what happens with what's in the Usyk.
I think that motherfucker gonna stay at cruiserweight, bro.
Well, who could he fight?
Man, that motherfucker fight Sabiti if he win a tournament.
He has no one.
I don't think he want to move up though, bro.
Because he knows there's killers, man.
Killers.
Even AJ is gonna be a tough fight for him, man. If he sits down in his punches and gives AJ the respect his power, then stylistically Usyk is all wrong for AJ because of his movement. Oh yeah, I saw that Floyd fight. That was a joke, man.
Oh man, bro, that was the worst thing going this year, bro.
The funny thing about that fight, people are saying it's fake, but I don't think it was fake. That kid, that tension kid was crying after the fight, man. That was not fake, man.
He was too small.
He was crying, man. Them shots hurt. The way he was bouncing up the ring.
That dude was like 126 pounder, bro.
He made Mayweather look like freaking Wilder, bro, with the way he was getting thrown around the ring. And I don't think Floyd was in that much shape as well. Floyd didn't look that cut up as he usually does.
I heard he was in amazing shape, bro. Somebody told me somebody was at his opening press conference for the fight. They told me he was in amazing shape, bro.
I think it's what Floyd he does. Like Floyd is, even when Floyd is out of shape, he's never really massively out of shape. He's just like a couple of pounds heavier than what he's meant to be. I just feel like he wasn't. He used the same Conor McGregor tactic, which walked him down. He smiling the whole way through, and no one can get mad at him for doing this, man.
What you think about? Hey, what you think about? Do you want to see the Harrison versus Charlo rematch next year?
Based on what everyone told me, that first fight was boring.
I'm talking about Harrison and Charlo.
Yeah, everyone was telling me that fight was boring.
Hell no, that wasn't boring. It was a good fight to me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, apparently there was hardly any clean punches landed.
Oh, it was plenty. I don't know who you heard that from. It was plenty clean punches landed in that fight. They hurt each other. They hurt each other by like 8 times, like 3 times apiece, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
It was a good ass fight.
I feel like Harrison owes him a rematch.
If he ain't had no rematch clause, he don't owe him shit. But I want to see that fight happen.
The reason why I'm saying this is because, like, I don't like any uncertainty. If he beats him again, he can't say that, oh, man, you were doing this and this and this to beat me. Like, it's like Wilder and Fury. I feel like Wilder wants that Fury fight, and I feel like Fury has to take that rematch.
I can see Harrison. I can see Harrison beating Charlo, man. If Charlo don't get it together, he wasn't listening to Derrick James. He was going out there he was going out there tight. He was trying to be like an Earl Spence clone, but it don't fit his personality. You know what I'm saying? He should be training with Ronnie Shields, and his brother should be training with Derrick James.
Oh, that would be better, man.
No, but Ronnie Shields had like smacked him or something in the corner, and then he don't fuck with Ronnie Shields, but he's better with Ronnie Shields. I remember that fight was Vanes Monterossi. If I heard Vanes kept both of the Charlo twins out, or one of them out of the going to the Olympics. Jason said Gary Russell not active enough. The reason Gary Russell not active is because of his hands. Gary Russell said he not fighting, he not wasting his hands on no bum ass fighters though. That's what he said, bro. He ain't said it that way, but you know, none of them dudes want to fight him. Even after Jojo Diaz kind of made him look kind of pedestrian a little bit, people still don't feel like they want to fight him. I want to see Jojo Diaz versus Tank. That's something that's getting started on social media. Tank and Jojo Diaz going at it. I think Jojo Diaz can get Tank. I mean, not Tank, but Tevin Farmer. Tank
going at everyone.
I mean, Tevin Farmer and Jojo Diaz.
Tevin Farmer going at everyone, man.
Tevin Farmer.
This guy thinks he's a future pay-per-view star, man.
Bro, man, he got to he got to show me. If he beat Tank, I ain't gonna have shit to say. But he dug Tank on several occasions, bro. Salute, Derek Bailey. Salute. What's going on, family?
I don't know. I can't take Tevin Farmer seriously, man. He's one of those dudes I just want to laugh, man.
1991 back tag. What's going on? Charlo can dog Harrison. You know, yeah, he could, but not with Derek James. Not fighting how he would fight. Derek James said you fighting too tight. Let your punches flow. That's the second fight he told him that he ain't listening to him. Yeah, Tevin Farmer ain't that good, bro. But I'm happy that he getting money. He went from making 60 G's in Luna Park, amusement park in Australia versus Billy Gibbs to making millions. So Eddie Hearn, the Pilgrim, feeding the black people, I guess. And fuck Eddie Hearn, bro. Tank versus Gary Russell will be big on the East Coast.
But Tank, I want to see Con Brooks. I would like to see Con versus Josh Kelly, man. If they want to make that fight, man. Con will take it, though.
Hey, them motherfuckers gonna be. I might take my kids to my girl and my kids to motherfucking Golden Corral tomorrow. They playing this commercial when they get here, dog. This shit look good as fuck, bro. I'm drinking a motherfucking dog. I ain't even drunk. I gotta get something to eat, bro. But I got some good ass food for the night, man. I want to go to the casino, but I don't want to go broke. You know what I'm saying? Get my ass beat when my girl come home. Yeah, but I don't think Gary Russell. I don't want to see Tank and Gary Russell right now, man. I want to see Tank fight the winner of Ito and Jamil Herring, or a Burchett or a Machado. But he beat the fuck out of Machado ass, bro, in sparring.
Well, I would like to see, man, if a Tank moved up to 135 and Mikey was still there, I would like to see Mikey versus Tank.
Mikey beat the fuck out of him with Victor Conte in this corner, bro. Period.
His physique looks disgusting, man.
Man, they said Mexicans don't lift weights or do no type. They just run. But I mean,
there's a lot of methods that you can do out there that you can get great shape without lifting a single weight, without like doing.
But see, you still need calisthenics shit. To be strong, you still gotta have some type. I know running and walking is the best shape that you can be in, but shit, goddamn, you can't do a pull up, a push up, a dip, goddamn. But obviously, if Mikey honestly never did that shit, he been whooping motherfucking asses for years.
Maybe he's somehow naturally strong, bro. I don't know, man.
It could be. I see motherfuckers that never touch a weight that just be strong, but they ain't fucking Mexicans. Like I said, man, I grew up in the hood, bro. I grew up with all black people. I ain't never had a white friend, bro. I'm just being honest. I ain't never had a Mexican friend. I had a Mexican dude I worked with, we cool, but I ain't never had friends like that. I went to an all historically black college. I ain't really never, you know what I'm saying? Everybody been black that I know. I done had some biracial friends and shit like that. But other than that, that's just my personal opinion. So I don't really, I work with people, but I don't be cool with people I work with. I keep work at work. I don't even be fucking with the bitches I work with, bro. I don't trust that shit, bro. One girl, this one class I had in college, this girl told me, the teacher told me, don't mix your honeys with your money. And I ain't never forget that shit. And she was right. I done seen plenty of niggas get played at work and they baby mama working across the line and they getting their check from them on Friday. Fuck up out of here, man. Fuck that, man. These women be sack chasers out here. That's what keep me from cheating, bro. I can't be paying no child support, dog. For real. I ain't got it like that.
Don't be like DMX. That guy went broke.
He said his wife. He said his wife raped him and shit. I could believe it.
Well, I guess he can't say the ex gonna give it to you, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Frank Thomas, I'm feeling good, bro. Off one drink, but I ain't ate shit since I ate my fried chicken pita. So shit, I'm about to eat the rest of my shit. Yeah, CJ, size up, Easter Jr. Easter Jr. needs to go train with Floyd. I mean Floyd Jr. Floyd Jr. offered to help Easter Jr. You gotta.
He needs to start following the same train as the AB, man. He need to do his own thing.
Look here, bro. Eric Kelly showed the problem with Roberts Jr. and Adrian Browner. One of his fighters signed with Adrian Browner promotional company. So he's showing how they delete the video. He was showing like how they can't get leverage when they throw the right hand. So it's interesting.
Oh yeah, there's one thing I gotta say as well. We gotta see. I want to see Danny Garcia versus Terrence Crawford.
Oh man,
I want to see Terrence Crawford versus Amir Khan too.
I'm gonna tell you this. You might see Danny Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao before you see Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, that's a good fight still.
Yep.
That's not an easy fight for Danny Garcia.
Yeah, I think
Danny Garcia can actually lose that fight.
Oh yeah, I probably Pacquiao Pacquiao could be 80 years old and have more speed than Danny Garcia. But Danny Garcia got timing. Danny Garcia got timing.
Yeah, dude, juicing. I mean, he's gonna juice in the AB fight. AB gonna get his ass knocked out, man.
Charlo have skills. He got skills, but Derrick James turned him into something he ain't supposed to be. Danny don't want smoke. Yeah, I don't think Danny won't smoke with Terrence. I think Terrence Crawford is gonna have the worst 2019. I think Terrence Crawford gonna have the worst 2019 because he ain't gonna fight shit. What if Amir Khan beat Terrence Crawford, bro?
That'll be funny. But Amir Khan, his chin is just unreliable. His defense is too weak. Amir Khan, if his defense was amazing, yeah, if he had good defense, then I would complain about his chin so much. But his defense sucks. Like you said, like you were gonna say, his legs are not as good as they used to be. In fact, they're worse. Because in the Samuel Vargas fight, you can see that he was trying to force himself to move away from something. Like the movement, there's no flow to his movement no more. He's lost all of that.
Yeah, he ain't got no legs, dog.
Canelo ruined his career, man. Let's be honest. Canelo ruined Amir Khan's career.
Shit, Amir Khan kept getting knocked out though, bro. I mean, what else fights we could see in 2019 that I want to see? Let me see.
I gotta tell you something funny, man. I was watching a 78 stream, yeah, and someone said who would win, Amir Khan versus Marvin Hagler.
Amir Khan, clearly.
Man. Yeah, man, he's gonna beat a middleweight when he couldn't even beat Canelo.
He couldn't beat Danny Garcia.
Well, he was winning. The Amir Khan could have won that fight. He's just never disciplined. Like no one could sit there and tell me that Amir Khan wasn't having some sort of success during that fight. He could have won that jump. He's just never disciplined, and he never will be disciplined.
Oh shit! I think Andre Berto. They said Andre Berto. I think this is his daddy passed the 29th of this month. So I send condolences out to. I think that's his daddy that passed. So Andre Berto lost his father. So his whole family is mixed martial arts or boxing. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that about Andre Berto, man. You know.
Oh yeah, speaking of mixed martial arts, what do you think about the John Jones fight?
I thought he did good. You know what I'm saying? He shut the Gustafa, whatever his name up. But man, Cyborg, what the fuck, bro? I ain't see that coming.
I saw that knockout, man. That was brutal, man.
Man, Emmanuel Nunes, I think Cyborg rehydrated too high, man. Too fast and too high. Yeah, it kind of remind me of James Toney versus Roy Jones. James Toney put on too much weight after the weigh-in. He was just too sluggish and slow.
Roy Jones was a beast in that fight.
Yeah, that's because fucking James Toney. You know, James Toney played college, was supposed to go to play college football for the University of Michigan or whoever. He was 205 pounds. He chose to box, so he went from 205 to 160. And then the 160 to 168. James Toney should have been the heavyweight the whole time. Oh yeah, go check out Woodstar TV.
Speak properly, man. Because when you I was watching a video on it. Yeah, if you cut down to too much weight, it gets to the point where the water starts it starts taking water away from your brain.
Yeah, and that's dangerous. And that's why Adrian Broner aged so bad, bro.
Yeah, then Adrian Broner was a power puncher when he was bullying these little guys that he weighed, man.
But he was rehydrating high, man. You know, he really damaged his body. But make sure you go check out Woodstar TV, man. Harrison versus Maguire will be interesting. Probably will never happen. Nope. Maguire trying to move up to middleweight and fight Canelo. You'll see Canelo versus Maguire before you see Maguire versus any of them dudes.
Maguire's gonna lose.
Yeah, I think that fight ain't gonna happen for another year. Man. That fight with Canelo ain't gonna happen till another year or two.
If Maguire carries on fighting the way he does, and the amount of times he does a year, then he might be ready. Who knows?
Yep. Harrison versus Lara.
Mileage that people forget, man.
Harrison versus Lara will be super interesting. I think Lara going to middleweight after this fight with Castanos.
I think Lara's gonna lose, man, against Harrison.
Yeah, I think so too.
Lara been in too many wars, man. And people keep in mind, Harrison didn't throw that right hand, man.
Boy, if he threw that right hand, it was hurting Charlo too when he did throw it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was hurting him. Let me see what else. Harrison just gets dominated by Lara, same style, but Harrison works at everything. Now Harrison punched harder than Lara, and I think at this point he's quicker than Lara too. That's an interesting fight, though.
You think he punched harder than Charlo?
Who, Harrison?
Yeah.
I don't know. Charlo was telegraphing too much shit, so I couldn't tell.
Because he fights in emotion, man. And that guy gets frustrated easily, man. He got no sense of composure.
Yeah, go check out Woodstar TV. I ain't mean to say.
He's always angry, man, for no reason.
He fight like that. Fight angry as hell for no fucking reason. No.
Oh, and he can't do well against slick boxers or people that fight the back foot. He likes people coming towards him. That's what I noticed.
Who you talking about?
So who you talking about?
Charlo.
Oh shit! Where the fuck this nigga come from? What's going on?
Hey, bro, I've been busy all day, bro. I ain't had time to jump on nobody stuff all day. Everybody sent me links and stuff. I ain't had time to jump on nobody stuff until now, man. It just kind of day.
We the lucky channel, then, man. We the lucky channel. All right, I'm gonna ask you the same question we asked. Well, I ain't even asked Golden Gloves yet, but what was your biggest takeaway 2018?
My biggest takeaway is that Anthony Joshua was an absolute coward, man. I just can't ignore ducking $50 million guarantee with 50-50 on the back. And I know there were some great fights in 2018. I did think we continued the momentum. I thought some stuff didn't pan out the way we wanted to, but at the end of the day, there were still a lot of really good fights during 2018. So I really can't get too upset. I still think boxing's heading in the right direction. We had a lot of money poured into the sport from networks. That's a good thing. We even one from an app. I don't know where that's going to go. That doesn't look like it's heading in the right direction. Look like that's destined for failure so far. But you never know. Maybe they get something happens, and they end up getting some good fights. I don't know how. I don't see any fighters available for them, but we'll see. But yeah, as of right now, and also Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury's reemergence was good for the sport. Deontay Wilder's a huge emergence. Earl Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford, even though we've been building towards a big fight, even though we don't know if that's going to happen. It may or may not happen. I hope it happens, but I mean, we have some pending fights out there. It's just a matter of can we get them. But the sport, I mean, whether we like it or not, whether we haven't been getting some of these fights or not, hopefully we do get them. The sport is in a better situation than it was about 5 years ago, man. If the sport looked in a really bad, in a dangerous spot, being held up by two old dudes, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. And right now, those they're not who we're looking at right now. We got young guns and we got a lot of young prospects coming up. The sport is healthy, man. The sport is healthier than it's been in a long time.
You cut out.
And smile, man. Regardless of we not getting everything we want, we still got to push to get the fights that we want. But understand that the sport is not in a bad spot; it's in a great spot, man. And that's one thing that I really had to sit back and look at and be like, yeah, man, we're really healthy right now, man. And you know, and I think we're moving away back from the days when we were worried about fighters being undefeated. We still got some fighters who are still have that mindset, but I think we're starting to get away from that mindset, and that's a good thing. Well, we just got to continue to work towards that. But yeah, a lot of great fights. Anthony Joshua ducking all that money is just unforgivable. I don't care, man. I don't know if that's ever going to be forgotten, at least by hardcore fans. People who don't really follow boxing like that, they don't know. But hardcore fans ain't going to ever forget that. That is just unbelievable. That's an unbelievable figure to turn down, man. I mean, that's just really unacceptable. At that, all the people who try to work forever towards figures of getting this, a payday like that, this dude declines it, man. So everybody trying to blame Eddie Hearn. Nah, man, it's that guy. I have a really hard time, unless this guy's the dumbest person in the history of the world. There's no way in the world that you turn down that kind of money. I mean, it's like for you to turn down that kind of money, that's betting against yourself. That's telling you that it's telling yourself like, look, I look, man, I ain't gonna fight this dude. I can't win. You know what I mean? It's just shit. I mean, if I lose, if it's is basically like this is my retirement money. If I fight this is retirement money for me. That's basically how he treated it. Like he said, I got to turn down his retirement money and keep on fighting and just staying away from this guy for as long as you can until he ages out. So, you know what I mean? It's just we got that, and then you got the continued push of agenda of non-black fighters. That's really happened to, and I'm really talking about not fighting. Still, the Eastern European agenda has pretty much failed in America, but there's still people who haven't given up on it yet. I'm not saying that them dudes shouldn't be pushed. Let them come to America and grow. But at the end of the day, because most of these guys don't speak that great of English, and that's even with Solomachenko, who's working on it, but his English isn't great at all. People just haven't really gravitated to him. There's still some racist folks out there. I saw that Tank Davis said he has no doubt in his mind that he'll beat Solomachenko and Javante and Tevin Farmer, and so all the trolls, I said, man, dude, fight him again. I said he gonna fight him, and when he blow him out, when he knock him out, I don't want to hear all them dudes gonna go away and they're gonna leech on, and they're gonna latch on to the next dude because that's what the racists do, man. Sorry, that was long winded, but you know.
Oh shit, you good, man. You good, man. Yeah, man. We go back to the chat. Earl ain't got the feet for Tony as Swift. I think Earl do got the feet. You ain't got to have flashy feet. You just got to understand, cutting the ring off for close and distance. I don't think nobody do it better than Errol Spence. I think that could be a problem versus Terrence Crawford, but I don't think Terrence Crawford has ever fought a guy with the ability to close the distance and cut the ring off like Errol Spence. That's what make that fight interesting for me. Tevin Farmer smokes Davis, Bob Sanders. Man, I should put your ass on timeout for that, bro. I don't want to hear nothing when Tevin Farmer get his ass whooped by Davis, bro. I don't want to say she gonna knock that nigga into valet.
Yo, Tevin Farmer knocks out Tank.
Well, shit, I'm gonna have to come in here and eat my crow. I say boxing fixed, bro.
Yeah, it would, man. Like I said, we do with this. Then you got to understand that this is reality, and this is a reality-based world. And Tevin Farmer going to sleep.
Hold on, what you want to? Hold on. What you want? Hey, what you want to bet, Bob? I bet you whatever, bro. I don't even bet on boxing, but I bet you whatever, bro. I don't even bet on shit.
I want in on this.
The one time Tevin Farmer becomes God tier, bro.
I just don't see what y'all see in this dude, man. I've been trying to look at it. I'm trying to look and see what you guys are looking at. I'm trying to review it. I'm trying to review this guy. I've been really trying to watch video and clips to see what other people are seeing in this dude that I don't see. I see a guy who may try to make people miss and gets hit a ton.
Man, he was getting hit by Billy Dean, bro, and then he could have fought Tevin.
Billy Dib and James Tennyson. I don't know who's worse. Billy Dib and James Tennyson, man. Both touching him up.
And then you got and then you go back to the remember that this is 50 interview he did where he said that, oh, I don't want to fight Gervonta Tank Davis on a McGregor Mayweather undercard. I want to fight my mandatory Billy Dibbs and enjoy the process. Like, bro,
bro.
Like, bro, yeah, he gonna get his eyes not straight. Tevin Farmer, he said, I want to fight on the McGregor Mayweather undercard. I want to fight my mandatory Billy Dibbs and enjoy the process. This was before Tank got stripped. He said he didn't want to fight him, bro, on the Mayweather undercard.
I remember. I told you when he said that he deserves to get paid millions on top of millions in order to fight Vasily Lomachenko, Tank Davis, and Mikey Garcia. I'm like, this dude ain't trying to fight people as hard. I mean, as much as he's not working that hard to get them fights the way he's saying it, man. Because ain't no way in the world that he think. I guess it's nice to believe that you're worth that much, but reality is reality. And the reality says that you haven't generated that much money. Until the zone decided to just give you a whole bunch of money, nobody else was gonna offer you that kind of money, man. Like I said, I'm happy the dude got his paper, but dude, I mean, he ain't that good. His resume is atrocious, man. He
said, I pay you a rack, but if I win, you gotta do 10 months of Jenny Craig, motherfucker. I don't need 10 months of Jenny Craig, man. I'll whoop your ass right now. But bet that up though. That ain't shit. But if you believe Tevin Farmer gonna win, you probably smoke dick. You smoke dick, nigga.
Man, I can't. There's nowhere in the world that but some of these people really do believe in it though, and that's like, I had a dude argue with me, man. That I tried to tell him, I said James Tennyson ain't nobody, man. He like, man, you don't know. I said, man, you see, man, Tevin Farmer, he been stacking up tough opposition for a while now. I guess who? This is his best opponent is Jose Pedraza.
Hey, James Tennyson got beat by a guy with like James Tennyson get beat by a guy like 2-67, bro?
Yes.
Yo, Kelly, you say his best opponent is Pedraza, but he lost. Got knocked out. Went to sleep.
Pedraza got like 10 knockouts on his career. Get out of here.
Flat off flat.
Fuck up out of here, man.
Come on, man. We gotta look at Tevin Farmer's resume, man, and look at all the people touching him up who stink. Those dudes suck, man. Billy Dibb ain't never been nothing. And they said that this dude way past his prime, Billy Dibb, who was garbage in his prime. But this is the guy. This guy was hitting him and it was touching him man, he might have touching him like he was standing next to him. Touching him like he was his kid, beating him up, touching him like he was giving his son a whooping. Now I'm not clearly Tevin Farmer won that fight, but Phil, you shouldn't be getting hit by this slow dude. This dude sucks, man. If Billy Dibb went past one round, I'd be surprised with Tank Davis. I mean, these two dudes, James Tennyson and Billy Dibb are the kind of guys that that Tank Davis just get up out of there quickly. If they go past 3, it's a shocker. I know neither one of them dudes make it past 3. They're lucky to get past 2. just get go to 100, man. He went 12 with Billy Dibb. 12.
Number one rusher Tony Harrison will end 2019 undisputed. You heard it here first. And Harrison versus Hurd might be fight of the year. Yeah, it was a good fight before.
I don't think he'll end undisputed. Too many barriers.
I don't think he's gonna get that motherfucking. Now maybe like before 2009, where all you need is 3 belts to be undisputed. But I don't think he's gonna get Maguire.
I think I think Jared Hurd is still a tough fight for him.
If he fixed his stamina, I'm not sure he completely fixed his stamina yet. But he was beating up.
The reason why he was able to, why it looked like he did, because the pace he was fighting at, man.
It was at his pace.
Yeah. Jared Hurd ain't gonna let him fight at his pace. You will know Jared Hurd gonna be the aggressor. Jared Hurd's better at going towards opponents than Charlo is.
I think he should go to the body in that fight a lot.
He got it. These fighters don't like going to the body for some reason.
Now, it's a lot of the brothers. A lot of the black fighters, just for whatever reason, man, that's a bad disease to have, in my opinion, man. That's something you have to start early. And when I'm talking about you train, because that's muscle memory, all this stuff to go to the body, man. It's just these dudes, because it looks prettier to go to the head. But I mean, these dudes understand, man. If you want to wear out your opponent, a lot of times everybody not gonna go, man. You're not gonna be able to knock everybody out to the head. But if you go to the body and start wearing dudes out, then in the later rounds, it increases your chances to stop dudes. Earl Spence had a knockout streak like this is because he's wearing dudes down in the body first, man. He has upstairs, downstairs attack. It's smart.
Yep. And people didn't forgot about the jab to the body.
Yeah,
Jab
man.
to
You
the
know
body.
that's what you're talking about, man. Like I said, in boxing, man, the best way to throw a combination is to change levels, man. That right there, man. Because the dude don't know where to hold his hands at that point. He's like, I'm taking whatever you give me. You gonna give me the body? I'm gonna eat at the body, man. I'm gonna make you drop your arms. So I'm gonna go back to the head. Then you can hide some stuff. I mean, this man. Not only a dudes don't go to the body, man. There's plenty of dudes who don't even feint. I mean, feints set up. I mean, throwaway punches, all the little things, man. That set up knockouts. You know what I mean? It's stuff you don't have to look for a knockout, but there's things that you can do to set up bigger shots. So you don't. But the thing is, some of these dudes going and looking for the knockout. That's hard. It's always harder to get a knockout when you're looking for the knockout because then the guy's ready to defend against the knockout. And if you hit hard, heck, you may get some guy who just want to go in there and survive. So the best way to go up against that guy is not even try to knock him out. It's just try to score, is take whatever he gives you. But dudes don't do that. They still headhunt and end up when in the dog or end up struggling. It may end up being a tough fight. When a tough fight as in may a frustrating fight because you sitting there, you throwing everything but the kitchen sink. You don't even look that good in that fight. And that guy, he looked round 11. That dude's still there, and the only thing you've done that whole time is headhunt. So he's not gassing out. So you're gonna go 12. I'm like, man, well, sometimes the learning lesson is what you should have went to the body early and often. That's the learning lesson. Do that, and I promise you, you still not gonna guarantee a knockout, but the fight is gonna look better. It's gonna look better. You may dominate that dude. You done went upstairs, downstairs. You destroyed the guy. The guy may never be the same. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. If somebody say, Games CP say, who wins, Liam Smith or Amir Khan? I'll probably favor Liam Smith, bro.
If Liam Smith lands, he gonna knock Amir Khan out. That's Amir Khan, man. Don't have no head movement because this is the guy that Amir Khan should whoop. But man, I mean, Amir Khan's chin is just atrocious, man. So it's just hard. You almost got to give almost anybody a chance. Looking at some of the dudes who had dropped Amir Khan, you always got to give them a chance. Anybody has a chance against Amir Khan. If they touch Amir Khan on the chin, if you can connect on the chin against Amir Khan, there's a good chance you're gonna drop him or you're gonna get him up out of there, man. And that's I don't know why this dude needs to hopefully he fight Terrence Crawford. He lose. He looks to start heading towards the exit of the sport, man. Instead of standing there getting your brains bashed in, because you letting people like Samuel Vargas drop you. That shouldn't happen, man.
Yeah, Samuel Vargas. That shit was funny, dog. I'm gonna go ahead and end it, bro. I'm about to go eat. Appreciate everybody for coming on. Appreciate you for sneaking on, Callie. We glad we had you. Also, Dr. Blick, glad we had you again too. If anybody want that smoke on I don't know, Black Ops 2K, UFC 3. Shit, Madden, shit. Just email me. I'll whoop y'all ass.
On what system?
I got Xbox.
Oh man.
You got PlayStation, bro?
Something, man. I know the bowl game's a national championship game to you. You want to call one of these bowl games tomorrow?
Yeah, I call a bowl game.
Stuff? Yeah, I'll hop on with you tomorrow. I'm gonna be at work, but I can hop on with you.
Who the Rose Bowl? It's fucking
Ohio State. That's a good game, man.
I watched that shit. That Michigan State was terrible today, bro. I couldn't even watch that shit, man. 6-7. What's fucking?
Hey, man, I watched Cal's bowl game. Oh, pick six, Texas A&M touchdown, baby. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, man. He could go on a walk-in. That was a terrible throw. Wow.
I was watching Virginia Tech and I watched Virginia Tech and Cincinnati. That was a good ass game.
Hey, did you watch Cal had played TCU last week, bro? They had 5 interceptions, man, in the first half. I'm talking about the first 20 minutes of the game. They had 5 interceptions apiece. And then Texas A&M then Cal threw another interception. There was 3 interceptions for both quarterbacks apiece. Then TCU's quarterback threw an interception, and he had 4 in the first half. Then Cal's quarterback came in and threw another interception, and it was 4-4. And then Cal's quarterback threw an interception and had 5. That TCU, the quarterback threw another interception. He had 5.
What?
The final score was 10-7, bro. TCU. He said what? He said 5 interceptions apiece. That don't even sound real, do it? That don't even sound real. That's the worst quarterback I've ever seen in my life, bro. I swear to God, I've never seen quarterbacking that bad in my life. I said, who has the worst quarterback? I can't believe what I'm watching here. This is some of the worst quarterbacking I've ever seen. I mean, this is pathetic, man. I mean, I know I'm saying you guys got to go recruit some quarterbacks to both schools.
Clearly Swift, clearly I put my Xbox gamer tag in there. Salute FOG Boxing Talk Plus. Cars Cash Reward. Mir Khan, mine tell me telling him no, but his body telling him go. Somebody said Crawford will be trying to knock out Khan. It will go 12. I don't know, man. I think Crawford will try to punch with Khan, but let me get off here, man.
And before you go real quick, I gotta ask both guys a question. How would you feel if you had a Mir Khan chin and you were a boxer?
I'm gonna be a boxer. I'm gonna be a boxer, bro. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll make sure I have the best defense ever. Defense will be my priority, but you know how Amir Khan is.
He's stiff.
Offense is his priority.
And then he be throwing like 7, 8, 9 combinations like his chin is made of steel or some shit.
No, he does that, yeah, because Amir Khan feels like he's dominating the fight. He's like, yo, man, I'm doing well, so I'm gonna start opening up more. And then when
all they do is end up punching with him.
Yeah, exactly. That's how Canelo got him. That's how Danny Garcia got him. I'm gonna give you the stat. I'm gonna give you the stat of the year, man. DeAndre Hopkins had from the Texas wide receiver from the Houston Texans. He had 115 receptions this year with 0 drops.
Wow,
115 receptions.
Think about the concentration, man.
Let me tell you about this stat. Larry Fitzgerald went up to him. Larry Fitzgerald got more tackles than drops in his whole career.
What?
I swear.
Wow.
Yeah,
that tell you how bad his quarterback is, though, too, man. The fact that he has to do that, his quarterback, horrible. he had some crap quarterbacks, man. Larry Fitzgerald, for real.
Yeah, man, he deserved to get the hell up out of there. He deserved to go get with Jared Goff next year. New England. I think Tom Brady too old, man. I think it's over with for Brady.
Yeah, New England is definitely showing signs, but that's why Bill Belichick tried to keep Jimmy Garoppolo, and Jimmy did. I don't know. Did you hear that when Tom Brady ran to the owner?
Yeah.
And so he ended up forcing him. The owner forced him to trade Jimmy Garoppolo. I said, "How stupid are you,
Robert Kraft?"
Yeah, he said, "Cause Bill Belichick. No, I don't care if it's Tom Brady or not. His mindset: I'd rather get rid of you too early than too late." And he was right.
Homeboy, his son might take over next year though. Robert Kraft's son, so he might get rid of Brady. They try to trade Brady to Cincinnati, I heard.
That's not bad. I mean, maybe he can get one more year out of Tom Brady. Tom Brady don't want to go.
That was like a couple years ago when they was trying to keep Jimmy Garoppolo and trade him to Cincinnati. I think
they should have did it though. When Bill Belichick, they said Bill Belichick had a deal. It was done. And then they tell Robert Kraft came in there and vetoed it because Tom Brady got a wind up and I'm like, no. And so that's why they've been a rip in the team.
He should have just retired after that Super Bowl versus Atlanta, dog. Let it go.
He tried to trade Gronkowski too that same year. He tried to trade Gronkowski again this year.
He tried to trade him to Detroit this year.
Yeah, Tom Brady came in there and intervened again. I know.
I'm glad Bill Belichick really go. I'm glad he didn't trade that motherfucker Detroit, bro. That nigga can't even run a 5-yard out.
No, he needs to retire. All them back. He had back problems coming out of college, man. He need to go.
Yeah,
I remember him at Arizona.
Go ahead. Yeah, I gotta get out.
He needs to retire, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I gotta get up out of here. But yeah, man, let me get up out of here, man. If anybody else go live, let me know. I'm about to eat real quick. But appreciate it, Dr. Blake. Appreciate it, Callie. We gone.